What's going on, buddy? My name is Eason, and today we're going to learn how to write dates in JavaScript. We're going to use what we learned in the last video about putting stuff on our web pages by IDs, and we're going to use that to put dates on our web page. So let's make a let. We're going to call it today, and we're going to set it to equal to new date. So put a space between new and date and capitalize the D in date. Then we're going to put some parentheses, nothing in there because we haven't put the specifics of our date in yet. We're going to close that. Save it. Nothing happens. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to use document.getElement by idea, not idea, and in parentheses in your quotations, you're going to put the ID name for the paragraph you want to use. I'm just going to use one I called time. Then we're going to do dot inner HTML, equal that to today, which is our let name, and then we're going to do we're going to do toDate string. And then you're going to put some parentheses after toDate string, save it, and then we have our string, which is our date, Friday, December 11th, 2020. It's a string, so we put toDate string. And then you have the today, which is the let. We put that before. We separate that with our dots. We're going to do let today be the date, and we'll write it out as a string. Now, if we got rid of toDate string, so it's no longer a string, we're going to get that of that period and parentheses, and we save it. It's not going to show up as a string. Actually, it's going to show up with, of course, our beginning of the string, and this is going to have our time and our time zone. I don't know if JavaScript automatically sets to Eastern Standard Time. I have my computer set to Eastern Standard Time, though. But yeah, that's pretty simple dates. Now let's get a little more advanced into this. So what we're going to do is that we're going to do a comment for this. We're going to do let's date 0. We're going to put date. We're going to put date 1 in after this, and we're going to equals to new date. Remember, make sure you're writing this correctly, or you're gonna get a syntax error. I'm gonna put parentheses. I'm gonna put a little thing on a new line so you guys will be able to see it. Make sure this comment goes multiple lines, and then we're going to write out our date. So if you wrote out a date manually, you would do it in the order of your year, comma, month, comma, day, comma, hour, comma, minute, comma, second, comma, milliseconds. And then you don't put a comma period at the end of that. You don't put that in quotations or anything, and save it. Comma doesn't do anything. We still have this date from before. Now, if we were out a date manually, we would do it in this order only. Alright, so let's get into that. I'm going to actually make this a comment as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a let. We're going to call it date 1. We're going to give it a, we're going to do new date. And then what we're going to do is that we are going to put in our specifics. So let's do the day. No, the year is 2014. The make sure you put your commas to separate it. The month is December. Now we're gonna write 11 for December. It's going to always add 1. Remember when we did arrays, it would never count the first one? Well, it doesn't count January unless you put 12 in. So we're gonna do 11. Then we're gonna put our day. Yeah, the day of December 2014. We'll do Christmas, the 25th. Then we'll do the hour. We'll do 8. Then we'll do the minutes. We'll do 30. Then we'll do the seconds. We'll do 00. Then we'll do the millisecond. We'll just do 500. Now what we're gonna do is we'll just do an alert. We'll write it out. Document get element by ID. I think I have one for date 1. So we'll do inner.html equals to date 1, and then we'll save it. And then here we go. It's popping up as a date, as if we just wrote out a date. So we have our date 1 paragraph in my HTML right here. And then in that paragraph is our date 1 date, which is December 2014, Thursday, December 25th, 2014 at 8:30 a.m. And there we go. We just wrote a date out ourselves with JavaScript. Now, this may be kind of like boring. What are we going to use this for? Well, if you're going to make timers, countdowns, clocks on your website, this is what you're going to use to do that. You're going to make your date. Now, let's remove our millisecond, our second, our minute. We're just going to go to our 25. We're going to move that comma at the end. If we save it, what's going to happen? Well, it's going to still say it's Thursday, December 25th, 2014. However, since we did not input a time, it's not going to have a time on there. It's just going to say 000. If we just put in the year, it's just going to say Wednesday, December 31st, 1969. Because JavaScript, all their timing starts at 1969. So what we're going to do is that we're going to erase this and just put in some numbers. All right, and we're going to save it. Now it's going to say 1970. I'm going to type that in again. That's going to wait. It's going to say 1970. Let's go a little bit higher. Yeah, then we're going to go to no. We're still on 1970. Just write out some random numbers. I'm going to get that 900s. Okay, we're still going higher. We're at April 25th now. If I just change this to this, we'll still be April 25th. Because it's counting us in milliseconds. Now we're in 3361, which hasn't even happened yet. But in these parentheses, it's counting the milliseconds. Starting at December 31st, 1969. I guess there's a reason for this date. Maybe they started development on JavaScript in 1970. Or just like, let's pick a date to put on there. But that is putting our milliseconds on there. Now what we're going to do in our date, we're just going to put the date on there. So you can see, so this is our date on there. And what we're going to do is, actually I want to show you something. So if we put, we'll do 2020, and then we'll do the month. Now let's say we want to put January on there. What we could do is that we could put 11, and then we could just do +1. And you can see it says January 1st. If we wanted to do 11, like 11 to be November, we would do 11 minus 1. And then we have November. If we did 11 times 1, it'd just be December, because it's like, we know that's not going to work. Alright, so let's get that back to a normal date. So we're going to keep it showing up in our paragraph. However, we're going to do date 1 dot. We're going to put some stuff here. And we're going to do get full year. Save it. We got to put parentheses at the end of that get full year. And then it's going to tell us the year, just the year by itself. And it says, you see, the year is 2020. Then we could also do get date for the day. It's not going to do get full date. We're just going to do get date. And it's going to tell us the day of the, not the day of the week, like the date, so the 11th. Or we could do get seconds, plural. It's going to tell us the second that you refresh the page. We could also do get milliseconds. And 515, I guess, is the millisecond. We're going to do get hours. It's 20-hour traditional. We could do get month. And it'll tell us the month, which is 11, because you know how JavaScript reads stuff. Well, that's going to end this video of dates on JavaScript. If you did enjoy, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really does help me out. And I'll see you guys in the next video.